Azerbaijan's First Lady, UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador Mehriban Aliyeva, held a meeting with Director General of UNESCO Irina Bokova. Besides, underlined that very successful cooperation had been established between Azerbaijan and UNESCO within 20 years. It was noted that the relations would further enhance. Discussions were held on the future cooperation between the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, chaired by Mehriban Aliyeva, and UNESCO. Inclusion of more cultural monuments of Azerbaijan into the cultural heritage list, the 8th session of the Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of UNESCO to be held in Baku on the 2nd and 8th of December. Following the meeting, framework agreement was signed between the government of Azerbaijan and UNESCO on cooperation in education, science, culture and communication. Azerbaijan's Minister of Culture and Tourism Abulfaz Garayev and UNESCO Director General Irina Bokova signed the document. UNESCO Director General Irina Bokova expressed gratitude to President Ilham Aliyev for the years-long cooperation between the UNESCO and Azerbaijan, particularly underlined the support shown by the First Lady of Azerbaijan Mehriban Aliyeva for the protection of cultural heritage. She underlined that the agreement was an important step towards the establishment of the foundation, supporting the joint efforts of Azerbaijan and UNESCO in the protection of education, culture and environment. On behalf of the Azerbaijani government, Abulfaz Garayev expressed satisfaction with the humanitarian cooperation, the level of relations and cooperation between Azerbaijan and UNESCO in education, health, social issues and cultural processes. Following this, the further state of the stone monuments found in Azerbaijan's territory was viewed. UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador Mehriban Aliyeva and Director General of UNESCO Irina Bokova attend the ceremony for donation of the horse-shaped and ram-shaped stones by the Republic of Azerbaijan to UNESCO on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of our country's membership. The stone monuments installed in the Garden of UNESCO headquarters will always be displayed there. They date back to the 12th and 13th centuries and were found in Ashagayablu village of Tovuz region. The horse-shaped and ram-shaped stones were the most commonly known types of our folk art, memorial plastic art. Such monuments show that both horse and ram were known by our people as strong symbols. UNESCO Director General Irina Bokova made a speech at the ceremony.
Your Excellency, Mrs. Mehriban Aliyeva, First Lady of Azerbaijan, UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador for Oral and Musical Traditions, Mr. Abulfaz Garayev, Minister for Culture and Tourism of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Excellencies, Ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen. We meet today to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Azerbaijan's membership in UNESCO. We have just signed, the good news I want to announce immediately is that we just signed an agreement that establishes a $5 million funds in trust to enhance our cooperation, to raise its profile and to deepen our impact. And now we unveil these beautiful sculptures as a symbol of our cooperation and our friendship. So today, dear friends, UNESCO is really your house, the house of Azerbaijan equally as to the other countries. And I'm particularly honored to welcome a dear friend, Her Excellency the First Lady, and you, Mr. Minister of Culture and Tourism. I was in Azerbaijan just a few weeks ago to attend the opening ceremony of the second Baku Forum on Intercultural Dialogue on the topic of living together peacefully in a diverse world. Our enriching debates went to the heart of some of the most significant issues of our time. Later this year, in December, we will be holding the 8th session of the Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage in Baku. All of this highlights the depth of our cooperation and Azerbaijan's leadership in taking forward the ideals of UNESCO. This leadership, ladies and gentlemen, draws on Azerbaijan's long history as a center of exchange, scholarship and art, intricately connected to the Silk Road. The wealth of this region is illustrated in UNESCO's History of Civilizations of Central Asia, which tells a story of constant dialogue between cultures. It is illustrated in the outstanding walled city of Baku, inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. But we see this also in Azerbaijan's unique intangible cultural heritage, including the ancient art of carpet weaving and the celebration of Nowruz, jointly inscribed with Turkey, India, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, and Uzbekistan. UNESCO's cooperation with Azerbaijan is wide and deep, and today we have strengthened it even more. Let me, ladies and gentlemen, also express my deep gratitude to President Ilham Aliyev for his leadership, and you, Mrs. Mehriban Aliyeva, for your tireless engagement as UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador for oral and musical tradition. We are deeply grateful also for your contribution and initiatives to support the Education for All movement, and girls' education in particular. This is an issue now that is very dear to my heart. I have in mind the financing of the construction of a school for girls in Pakistan, along with a number of other initiatives, especially the project New Schools for a New Azerbaijan, and the construction of 132 schools in several regions of your own country. I would like to extend also my appreciation and pay tribute to your commitment to promote intercultural dialogue, musical education, and once again, girls' education in this context. So, I see the spirit of your country embodied in the sculptures we inaugurate today. They express a form of craftsmanship born in the Middle Ages that has been passed orally from generation to generation. They express, I would say, a cosmography that brings together peoples and religions, the human and the animal world, and bridges the boundaries between life and death. I wish to thank most particularly and warmly the government of Azerbaijan for this donation. And my thanks go most especially again to the First Lady and to the people of Azerbaijan. In May, ladies and gentlemen, UNESCO celebrated the 900th anniversary of the great poetess Mahsati Ganjavi, who was born in Ganja. Mahsati Ganjavi wrote poetry about the dignity of the human spirit. And let me end my brief speech today by citing her words. She said, "When I went beyond myself, the pathway finally opened." This, I believe, is the essence of the dialogue for peace. It is the spirit also of UNESCO. Thank you for your attention.
Following this, Azerbaijan's First Lady, UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador Mehriban Aliyeva, delivered a speech at the ceremony.
Distinguished Madam Director General, dear friends, I'm happy to be here again at UNESCO headquarters among my friends, the members of UNESCO family, and I thank you all for attending this event to mark the 20th anniversary of cooperation between Azerbaijan and UNESCO. We are pleased to use this opportunity to donate to UNESCO 2 beautiful samples of traditional stone art of Azerbaijan, symbolized respect and courage. The tradition to create memorial monuments in Azerbaijan dates back to prehistoric times, and many of these monuments have both historical and artistic values. And of course, all of them are the part of our ancient and rich cultural heritage. I would like to express my deep gratitude to Madam Director General and the Secretariat of UNESCO for their support in installation of these 2 pieces of memorial plastic art in the beautiful garden here at UNESCO headquarters. Dear friends, today we celebrated the 20th anniversary of cooperation between Azerbaijan and UNESCO, and I would like to underline the importance that we in Azerbaijan attach to our cooperation with this organization. Azerbaijan is committed to promotion of goals and objectives of UNESCO in various areas. During the last 20 years, we have paid a special attention to the development and modernization of education system in our country. We strongly believe that only the country with high level of education can achieve success and provide better quality of life for their people. We also invest a lot to the development of science and modern technologies, and the successful launch the first Azerbaijani telecom satellite, Azerspace 1, into the open space this February is a clear example of this. Protection of our cultural heritage is another priority of the government of Azerbaijan, and we are proud that Azerbaijani mugham, ashuk music, tar performing art, Nowruz holiday were included to the intangible heritage list of UNESCO. That Maiden Tower, Icharishar compound, Shirvanshah's palace, as well as Gobustan State Reserve of Art and History were included into the World Heritage List of UNESCO. Dear friend, UNESCO supports all our initiatives in above-mentioned areas, and during these 20 years we have organized a big number of joint events, realized a lot of projects covering all areas of UNESCO activity. Here at the UNESCO headquarters we have celebrated many anniversaries of famous personalities of Azerbaijan, and we are grateful to UNESCO for this opportunity. Azerbaijan also works closely with UNESCO in such an important field as intercultural dialogue. Today our country is recognized by international community as a country with high level of religious and ethnic tolerance, as one of the center for the dialogue. For many centuries, representatives of different religions and ethnic groups live in Azerbaijan in peace, harmony and dignity. And today I would like to express my deepest gratitude to you, Madam Bokova, for your participation at the Second World Forum on the Intercultural Dialogue held this May in Baku, and your valuable contribution to the positive outcome of this event. We in Azerbaijan highly appreciate the fact that UNESCO has been an official partner of Azerbaijani government in organizing of this forum since the very start of its initiatives. Dear friends, today we also have signed a framework agreement between UNESCO and government of Azerbaijan for cooperation in areas of education, science, culture and communication, which should play an important role in the development of our relations in future. I do believe that this agreement also contributes to advancement the UNESCO's ideals and principles worldwide by supporting its internationally launched priority programs and initiatives. In conclusion, I would like to thank UNESCO and especially personally you, Madame Bokova, for all your support during these years, for your friendship, and I am sure Azerbaijan will continue to work hand in hand with UNESCO to fully realize strong potential which still exists to strengthen our relationship in future. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for your attention.
Azerbaijan, which became a member of UNESCO 20 years ago, has established efficient cooperation with this organization. Books reflecting the history of the stone monuments found in Azerbaijan were distributed among the participants of the event.